Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Beautiful mom of two, Marie-Ève Mongrain, joining us here from beautiful Canada. She is a life, a wellness coach, and a great person and a great mom, right?
Yes.
Hi. What are your names?
What are your names? What's your name?
Emily and Sophie.
Emily and Sophie. How old are you?
I'm 4. And I'm 6.
I have a 4-year-old named Jackson and a 6-year-old named Austin. I wish we lived closer. We could play.
I'm not 4.5, and my sister's 6.5.
Do you know when your birthday is?
2 days before Christmas.
Whoa, December 23rd. And what about you?
February 17th.
Mine's January 10th. And when's mommy's birthday? Do we know?
May 2nd.
Yay! Welcome to the show. For those of you on the radio side of things, we are joined here by a full family, which is beautiful to see here on the live Zoom as well. So if you're wondering who I'm talking to, this is who we are, and we have a beautiful family here today. Marie-Ève, please introduce yourself to some of our new listeners today.
I'm Marie-Ève Mongrain. I am a life coach. I work with love attraction, love vibration, and just I love assumption. I notice I use the law of assumption a lot more. I'm a mom of 2. My husband passed away 4 years ago, which got me into my own healing. And I want to help people in their own healing journey, but also discovering, that we create our own reality. And there's so much we don't know, and that we can just become our own authority. And that's what I help people with.
And unfortunately, what you've been through, still life has to go on. You have 2 beautiful children to raise. And a lot of times people are going to be depressed and down. And some people don't get a chance to turn themselves around. So the fact that you're here, you're happy, you're inspiring. We've all made mistakes. We've all learned to grow. And you're an amazing mom and business owner, and you're just here to help so many people. It just goes to show that anything is possible with determination. As hard as life may be, I think you could advise us, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, right?
It's always us to decide how we want to see things, right? What I've learned to my healing journey and to my own spiritual awakening is every circumstance is neutral, and it's only the story we put onto it that makes it a good or right? There's no bad or good. It's all neutral. And we're the one putting a spin on that.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So what did you have in store for us today with the family here?
Oh, this morning, this little girl here, Sophie,
She's sick?
feels so good. And I said, well, I'll keep you for the morning. And then, maybe an hour ago, she was sick and all over the floor. Did I feel?
Aww.
Yeah, it felt good.
She vomit. Yes, of course. And my son had an earache. He was at the doctor last week, and now his mommy, I have a sore throat. So we all get sick. It's okay, but we'll get better. You're home with mom and your sister. She'll take care of you, give you hugs and kisses. And who's that? Who's that little doggy? Is that from Paw Patrol?
Yes.
Sky, that's her name. She's beautiful. Tell me how much you love your mommy. Like this much, right? Like super, super so much. She's amazing. Is she your best friend?
I love Sky.
And she loves Sky, yeah.
Who's your best friend?
I got Layman.
Who's your best friend?
I got Sam, who's one of my kids, and I got a lot more, but Maria, Stefania, I got.
Who's your first best friend?
Sam.
Who's your first best friend before San? No, before her. Sorry.
Okay.
Before her.
Mommy. And is it true you have a Christmas tree up in your house?
I don't know.
Yours should be your own best friend.
Oh,
I'm trying to think my girl
yes,
that they are their own best friend
I
first.
forgot.
You love yourself.
You remind me of me last week. It's so true.
And I want to say that because last week I had notes, but I didn't have a plan, like a big plan that was constructed. And actually your boys kind of like, they came and like that was the energy, right? If I would have been all prepared and all planned, hi TikTok, things would have happened differently. But because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing today, then your boys came and like they were there to kind of help and like
Yeah.
so it was like all energy, right? So it was good for me that your kids were home because like I didn't feel so.
Thank you. And I feel great and comfortable today with you, knowing that as a mom, you experience these same things, the loving joy of children that could also be a handful. Look at them. Oh my goodness.
Let them go now. You can go. You can watch.
Thank you so much for saying hello. And you could stay if you want.
I put it on right there. So you can come just a little closer because you know you're not up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was just like, but there's one thing, you know, about this morning. You can sit here, but now you gotta be quiet, okay? So now this last weekend I was like, oh, because she has 2 days off this week, so only 3 week, 3 week
3 days.
and a 3 day school, school week. And I said maybe we could go to New York.
I got 4 days of school.
And so, okay, nice, mommy's starting to talk, okay? Now I said, oh, we could go to New York. Like I know there's a Christmas tree for like the past 3 years. I was like, I want to go see the Christmas light in New York. And no, now it was like, we had to take the COVID test, like to go and back. And I'm like, And now she has to take the COVID test to go back to school.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We could probably go tomorrow, get the test done, you know, and everything is good. Then we go to New York for the weekend and come back and then take the test again, right? Whatever, right? I don't know. So I'll see tomorrow because she doesn't go to school tomorrow anyway.
Okay, but I have to warn you, the Christmas tree isn't up and decorated yet.
Okay.
They just brought it in last week. If you Google Rockefeller Center, see where it's at. They have the tree lighting on December 1st, but it's decorated in advance. But I don't think it's decorated yet. And it's funny. I was in the city this morning. I didn't go to Midtown. I was on the east side of Manhattan, but I'll find out for you.
When it's up, and I know my billboard. Like now my website. Oh yeah, good news. My website is up. It's still like in the works, but it's up and running. Marie-Ève.Mongrain.com. And let me just show you quickly here. GoDaddy, they did a great job. And today is still like, but look at how pretty that is.
Wow, what's that? Is that mommy? And look at that beautiful website. Take your power back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, the whole time. And I put pictures of my girls on there. And I was like, okay. I was like, so this is going with this for the billboard in New York. So we were waiting for my website to be back, and now it's back. So I just said to this morning, hey, my website is working. Now we can start,
Oh,
forward.
my
I know things are
goodness.
coming. Like it's exciting.
What's the website? Come on, tell us. I'm gonna click on it. I gotta check it out. Perfect. I can't wait to see it. I haven't been on it yet. Hold on.
There's still a bit of work, but it's the frame, like the basic, the foundation is pretty good.
My mom have the picture of herself in her room.
Oh, it's a beautiful picture. I would put it in my room too. Look, I got the same color pink on that mommy has in her picture. It's a beautiful color. She looks so beautiful. She has the Freedom Formula one-on-one level 1 seminar, private one-on-one coaching sessions, and more. You're a certified coach in neurosciences and Freedom Formula facilitator. Wow. These are beautiful pictures.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Join the mailing list. She has all of her links to social media on here. Oh my goodness. Testimonials, media services. It looks great. Say congratulations, mommy.
Thank you.
Round of applause. Let's clap for mom. Oh, she's a snuggable, cuddly little thing. Just like
yes.
Yep.
Now you can sit down, please. Thank you. Miri, I love you. Thank you. Okay.
Of course, she loves her mama.
Thank you for allowing that.
Of course, please. So for today, I mean, the launch of the website is impressive, to say the least. And you're here inspiring so many. For those new listeners and new viewers today, what would you say to them? My goodness, I wish that everyone could see what I'm seeing now. The love and joy of your children. Look at them hugging, kissing, showing me quarters. What is that?
Yeah. Oh, actually, well,
It's not quarters.
Okay, no, please sit down. This, I'm like, you know what? I was organized this morning. I actually have like, we can talk about some other stuff, like not just love attraction, but as a mommy, what helps me, what I've used. And this actually, thank you, Millie, for introducing us to the subject.
Good.
One of the stuff the product that it's a regular subscription, right? It's a monthly subscription, and it's called Little Passport. And you can do that with your kids, like it's a kid stuff. It's actually right now, this one is about the world. So every month we get a new country. So they give us a and then they tell it we have a letter. So it's the fictional character. Okay, not in my face, please, not in my face. So there are fictional characters that are called Sam and Sophia, and they travel around the world in a scooter. And so every month we get a letter from them. We get some souvenir, and this one is like a puzzle gondola.
Wow, littlepassports.com. I've just looked it up.
And we can make a boat.
So we did some. They do a lot of arts, right? A lot of arts from the different country, and they have stickers. The first pack you get a big map, so you can have your stickers for your.
Oh, wow. Oh, my kids would love this. This is amazing.
And my dream is to actually go around the world, my girls, visit countries. So this actually helps us to see what we want.
You get it from the mail.
Yeah.
Yes, the mail. Yes. I took my boys to Greece this summer.
Oh,
we
wow.
met a friend there who I started dating, but I've known him for like 10, 15 years. And he has 4 kids. They're a little older, but my 2 little kids. And it was so amazing to travel across Greece and see things. And I just booked a cruise for me and my boys out of Florida, Orlando, to the Bahamas 2 days, and then Mexico for 1 day. It's a 5-night cruise. We're going January 6th.
Oh, nice.
So I want to travel the world, Marie-Ève, if I could. I think that's so important to see as much as we can and to teach our children at a young age, because there's something to be said for the perspective of other cultures, other people. And I think they're more worldly, they're wiser, they're kinder if they can learn to appreciate that, right? Except school gets in the way, but you have to travel on the busy times. But
well, school is again. Sorry. We decided, my sister always took her kid the first week of school because it was the cheapest time around, and there's nobody, right? I was like, well, they're missing the best part of the school year. Like, well, for me, like, so I don't want to take them out when it's the first week, but thank you.
Yeah, I took mine out after Christmas. I said, you know what? It was too expensive Christmas week, too hectic. Then they're supposed to go back that Monday, and he'll go back for 2 days, and then I'm taking him out. I said, why not? Why not?
We're going on a cruise December 26th to December 31st. We're going the Disney cruise. Why not?
Right? I'm dying to go to the Disney cruise. Where does it leave out of?
Florida.
Do you go to Port Canaveral or Miami?
I think it's Miami though. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It'll be like 2 ships passing in the night. Wait, so you leave what day?
26th and we come back the 31st.
Oh my goodness.
And
Wow.
the 31st, I want to be like on at Disney for the New Year's Eve.
And we're gonna be in a hotel.
Yeah.
And when we were 2 years old, we went on a Disney cruise, but we went on a cruise. We went on a cruise. We were gonna look at the animals, but it was raining, so we went back.
Oh, so you're going to go on the cruise and then you're going to stay another night or 2 in Orlando? What hotel? Do you know?
Oh, we're staying at the Mary Poppins one, the big white one. I don't know the name.
Is Mommy going to wear her outfit? I saw Mommy in Mary Poppins costume.
Maybe, but last time we went to Disney, I brought my the Snow White costume, and I actually wore it on the bus to go at Disney.
Oh.
And I got stopped at the entry. They said, "Well, you can't wear your adult you can't wear a costume because I really look like Snow White." So
Yeah, to go leave it in the car. Oh my goodness.
You can wear knockoff, like that's something that it's not a costume, a princess, but you can't look like an actual princess.
Oh my goodness, this is great. So it's just the 3 of you on the cruise as well?
Yes.
That's what I'm doing with my boys. You see, we are aligned, and maybe we'll take a vacation together. Maybe
that would be super fun.
4 and 6, like my kids would love your kids. I'm not kidding.
And when we go
moms,
to New York, how about we do a play date? Like we can meet in person.
Yes, absolutely. I would love that.
I'll bring the girls.
Absolutely. I live on Long Island. So I live on, if you look at the map, when you have time to look at the map, there's New York City, and I live about 45 minutes east on an island called Long Island. Have you heard of Long Island?
The drink.
It's actually an island. So yeah, in New York, there's an island called Long Island, and that's where we live. So it's not that far from the city. I drove in this morning, 45 minutes, no traffic, but home it took about an hour and a half. And yeah, if you guys come to New York, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. We would love to.
Oh.
Well, when we go.
Oh my gosh, Austin and Jackson would love you girls. Okay, we have a date planned. Well, soon, but
Awesome.
let's get through the holidays. Let's get through the cruise. And as far as planning for the children, the little passports, great idea. It's already on I got signed up for text messages.
And they have, so like you have a 2-year program, and then we actually got other programs from another program, which is a scientific program. So every month we also get, so all right, you know what, I'm doing it all. We
Okay.
get a science project. So like there's a book that you learn like about energy. At one point was energy. So, and then we built a little seal that you build with an elastic band, and you would pull the fish and it would go back in. But it talked about, you know, potential energy and like the different energy. Last time we had one about cinema where we made like they had pictures and then a thing that spins, and then you would see in the mirror the little movie going. So there's different things. We did a rocket, volcano, like, you know, basic thing. But it's like, you know what, so cool. It's stuff that I would have loved to do at home with my parents.
Do you have Scholastic books where you are in Canada?
We do have it, but they haven't started at school yet.
But so yeah, we get the Scholastics, and then what I signed up for, we just got the books the other day. I got the National Geographic series for the children. So we got books about weather, about storms, about tornadoes, about lightning, about earth, all scientific stuff just like that. It's so important to learn these things.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's important just for I do it for the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
To spend time together. That my idea was to actually spend time together, and you know, to share that if they like the weather, maybe they're going to develop that part of themselves. What? You can go. Yeah, you can go. You can go.
You can play. You're welcome. Bye. So great meeting you. Bye, beautiful. Ah. She is. Oh my gosh.
We were only gonna watch comics.
Yeah,
Go what? Now let me out. Do they always behave so well?
Yes.
They do. See, I have 2 little boys. They wrestle a lot, fight a lot. One fell off the couch yesterday. They fight and pick at each other all day. And I constantly, I have a cold, so I sound hoarse, but I'm constantly, stop it, screaming. And I'm like, I hate that feeling. I wish they would be a little calmer. So you're doing something right.
I'll go check in the office, Sophie. Did you? Oh, it's there. Pick it. Yeah, but I get that. What I've done is when I see something that's going on with them, I go within like, how does that make me feel? Because that means I'm already feeling that way.
Yeah.
And they're just like what I'm seeing is a reflection of how I'm feeling. So if you feel overwhelmed, they're gonna act that's gonna show you how you're overwhelmed, actually, right? Yeah. So I've like, oh, how is that behavior reflection? Because I know it's not a reflection of me, but it's all. So we for. Anyway, so that's how I go. And if you keep repeating the story that, oh, you know, people are like, oh, my kids are monsters, my kids are little, you know, little devils. Well,
they're going to be
right. They just played.
I lose my patience. Yes. And I've been told you can't act that way in front of them. You have to be calm. And I have trouble being calm, to be honest. I do.
And that's okay. But now don't judge yourself, right? I would apologize. Like for me, it's like, okay, I lost my cool. And I will teach my kid, this is not okay. Like, it's not that it's not okay. It's that if you do something like this, just first forgive yourself, right?
Yeah.
We're all human and you're learning. You didn't grow up with the skills to manage your emotion. And for you to allow, okay, mommy also has needs, right? If I feel overwhelmed. And for me, my girls are really helpful in that. Like if this weekend I cried, I'm like bawling. I don't even remember why. Oh, it was super overwhelming. And I said, can you please close the door? Just leave me alone. I just want to cry right now. At one point, my girl's like coming, I got over. She was just, and then I was laughing and then I'm crying again. And she came and hugged me. And I'm like, it's not your job to comfort me, right? I still don't want them to, and I don't know how bad it is. Like, I know it's not bad, but I don't want to create that they feel obligated to help me, right? It's my job as a mom. And I'm comforting myself. But it's just with that situation, it's just to see how does it make you feel and work within and forgive yourself and just love yourself. Yeah, there's a part of me that's overwhelmed. And this weekend, it was like, you know what? It's not because of my kid it's not my kid that's the burden. And it was just to say how painful it was. Like, actually, it's because I'm single and my husband's done it and I'm alone. And that would not happen if I had someone else at home.
Yep.
Yes, but because if I feel that way, if I had someone at home, it might actually be the same because, you know, they would be reflecting my reality. So I would have a man in my house that would not do as much, right? I would still feel alone.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel it within. So just to say, to have someone, I will still feel alone and still feel overwhelmed that there's someone or not, because it all comes from within.
Yeah.
But so now what I've done this weekend, because I still believe in twin flame. I still believe like that my soulmate is coming, but it's now it's a feeling of what I'm lacking. Oh, he's not there. I start imagining, even when I go to sleep, imagining just a soul in front of me, looking at me and just being happy to be there in my life. And I'm like, just how would I feel if I go to sleep and that there's someone hugging me? And then just go in that, even though if there's no one, just go, right? Just that relief, just that, okay, I'm not alone, right? And to embody it. And that felt so good. Because then at one point in New Paradigm is you already feel that way, even though you're just imagining it, but then somebody's going to actually come. And when you'll meet that person, you'll already have embodied that energy. So they will feel familiar. You're like, you're very familiar to me. So, but just work on the forgive yourself. It's okay to lose patience, right? It's just, how can you do better next time?
Yeah.
That's how I'm challenging myself. Okay. And even when I live a success with my girls, like I used to yell a lot. I'm like, girls, I didn't yell today. And they're like, yay. And I'm like, yay, mommy. Like I was celebrating myself. Oh, today, see the glass broke. I didn't scream. I didn't lose patience. And so just every time that you're doing what you want, celebrate yourself and acknowledge it. Give yourself that, look at me. This happened and this is how I handled it today. Nice.
You remind me a lot of myself, Marie-Ève, really. You do. Because you don't know my story, but I'm a single mom myself and I have my 2 boys. I never had a husband, was never married. I had the first son by myself, Austin. So I was mom and dad. And then the second one I had with a friend, total accident. And he'll come and he'll stay here to help out sometimes. But other than that, I'm alone. It's hard, and I've always been alone with them and it's overwhelming. I'm also I have to work full time. I have to work part time. I have to juggle the sports. It's a lot on anyone. I mean, we all have our own share, but I see so many similarities in you, and I adore you, and I think you're awesome for being so strong with what you had to deal with and being so positive. But you have moments where you cry. You're totally normal. You're just like all of us because we all go through it too.
But the moments are fewer and fewer, and when they come, I allow them. Like, okay, today this is how I'm feeling. And then I will cry. And it's not today, it's in this moment, right? I've got this story that keeps replaying in my head. That means I still have hurt. I still feel hurt about that situation. And I'll cry it. And then I'm going to try to change the situation in my head. Oh, well, this is a different way of seeing it, right? So this is how I reframe every time. And just the crying gets it out of my body. I'm like, okay, cry. Now I'm wondering if I'm not addicted to just crying.
Yeah.
Because it gives it gives me a little dopamine hit, right? It's like, oh, okay, I've done this. But like even now, like I can see things are shifting. This weekend, I got my basement cleaned up. Like it took me 2 days. And then my girls they got friends. I said, oh, we can invite your friend over. They came to clean. I said, oh my God. I did like a little cafe at the top upstairs. I gave them a little hot chocolate and I lit the candles. I'm like sitting in the kitchen watching my girls play with their friends. I was like, this is it. This is my dream life. I wanted it to always be that house where people come and then my friends
go
at home.
Welcome.
And I was like, oh my God, it started, right? It's not my dream house, but by cleaning downstairs and refurnishing, like replacing things, it looks so much bigger. And we gave like my whole trunk on the pilot was full of toys. We gave them away. And how was that success? Because right, we want to be successful in life. We want to be successful in our career, but success is just a vibration. It's a way of being. When you feel successful within, everything is going to come into place. If I find one spot where I'm successful, and to me this weekend was cleaning my house and letting my girls in that house, like it looks amazing. Giving those toys away. You know how hard it was for me? Not for them, for me.
You're never going to believe me. I'll have to show you a video. The guy I'm dating texted me, how's your day going? It was Saturday. And my son's father was supposed to pick them up, never did. And I said, that's the one day I'm supposed to have to myself. I want to organize the house. I ripped apart the boys' closets, color organized their clothes, got rid of all the 2T, 3T clothes, put them in bins, ripped apart all the Halloween candy. The house was, I showed him a video of what I'm doing and it was like overwhelming. But can I tell you how good I feel? Even though it's maybe 1/10 done. I got so much from 9 o'clock in the morning Saturday till midnight Saturday. I just kept going. And I have a garage all full of toys and bins, and my dining room is all full of toys and bins. That's on my agenda because it makes you feel good and to donate and to give away. I have clothes bags that has to be donated. I have ones that I'm keeping to put in the attic. I always say, just in case I have another kid, you never know. So I'll keep them for a few more years. But it's just,
Oh, I would give them away. Make the room for it.
yeah.
And believe that if you have another kid, you'll attract what you need. You'll have more kids because now like you'll have more clothes, you'll have the more money that you need for that kid, right? That's why I'm like, you know what? My kid, like I'm giving everything away. I don't care. A little bit of clothes if they fit now. Otherwise, I used to have like a couple bags or
Yeah.
when they're older, and I'm like, no,
They really need it.
for the now, right?
Yeah.
I think about the future instead of living in the now. She's wearing this. I'm not gonna keep clothes for the next 2 years when I could use that space for something else.
You're right. I'm out of space. It's hoarding. It's hoarding at this point. My attic is packed with Christmas, Halloween decorations and bins of kids' clothes since they were babies. And I have bins that have to go upstairs now in the attic with the 2T, 3T. And I'm thinking, just in case. It's overwhelming to me. Organization.
Your space in your house is a reflection of how it's going inside. So if it's overwhelming inside, it's gonna be overwhelming, and the cleanup it will keep packing up, right? You'll keep having more and more. So if you start, I know we can get rid of the stuff physically, but it actually helps us too, right? So it's like, I don't need to encase. Because do you want another child?
You're right.
You don't want, right? Go with, do you want another kid or not?
Yes.
Okay, so you can say, I want another kid, not in case I have another one, because first of all, you want another one, so yes, it's gonna happen. All right, don't doubt it. It's like, yeah, I want another child. It's done.
And I would want to buy new clothes. What am I thinking?
Exactly. You don't want to use. It's like it's gonna be the fun of the new baby, and just it's fun shopping.
But can I go through the bin and keep a few little items? Just a few. Sure. Okay. All right, I'm going to do that. You honestly have set my mind to I should. There's no need of me keeping it. Okay, thank you.
Keep the cute one that you really, really love, and that you like. For me, I kept clothes. I put them in the bin for like souvenirs, right?
Yeah.
In case somebody, like, not even in case, just souvenirs. And for me later, right? Just, oh, look how cute this was. And then,
do you remember that time you wore this to the special outing? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not even keeping it for them. I'm keeping it for me. If they want it after, like, it's just my own souvenir. And in 20 years, I can get rid of the drawings the painting and stuff that I kept, because I'm keeping all of it. But very close. I have a hard time throwing away their.
Every day they come home from pre-K and first grade, and there's all paperwork. And I'm like, oh, I have piles of their stuff. And I'm thinking, I finally went through my son's pre-K from 2 years ago. I got rid of so much a few months ago, but I'm like, this isn't going to work out. There's going to be no space.
One thing that somebody did, she actually took a picture of all her kids drawing and painting, and she did an album picture at the end. Like, we know you go on Vistaprint or whatever website, and then you can just put all your pictures in it, and it prints with everything. So instead of keeping the original, like, you keep the cute ones, but picture, and then she has all of their artworks in a book. So she has always that.
Great idea. Great idea. Wow. Okay. What other tips do you have for us, Mom?
One more, because I know we're running out of time again, but
always happens. Go ahead.
So I just got these yesterday in the mail. It's from one kid. I'm someone who always was into safety. Like, for my kids, like when they were babies, strapping like the chair so hard, like we couldn't even move it. But this is a road coat. So how it works is it has 2 zippers. And I've had these since they were 2. So for like the past 4 years, you zip one zipper. And actually, when you go in the car, because those are compressible. It compress, right? So this is a coat. That's the same coat in the bag.
Oh, cool.
So for safety, for a car accident, right? If it's too puffy.
You can't have, I try telling people this all the time. I do not put my kids in winter jackets in the car. There was a special on ABC and the kid falls out and dies. I mean, that's like, the dummy.
Yeah, because there's the strap is where the padding is. So if you remove the padding,
and it goes
much, right? So this one, actually, you put the child and you open the first zip. So this is zipped on the child. So there's always this that's protecting the kid. You will put the strap and put the strap on this side here. So the strap is here, and then you put the clip here, and you can zip it on top if it's really cold in the car. But and then right here. So because it's so compressible, This part here is really, it's nothing. It's just a piece of cloth, just a piece of material, but it's super thin. And that's from onekid.com, I believe.
Okay.
So, but it's super, like, I've used this and it goes to minus 30 Celsius. I don't know Fahrenheit. It's close.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to.
Too. And for me, this is the road coat. That's the coat I use every time we go outside. And I also don't put them in the car. But now with these one, if it's really cold, like I know I will use these all the time because then
One kid. Car coats. Beautiful. Great tip for all of us. Wow. Car seat safety, road coat down construction, all different. You're teaching me amazing stuff. What else do you have for us? Go ahead. Give me another 2 minutes. Go ahead. Go.
We always have what we need. Oh my God. You know my beautiful Christmas tree? Well, look how.
Yeah, I asked the girls before. Oh my goodness.
But you know what? Christmas, one morning I woke up this week and the Christmas lights were not working. It's a pre-lit tree. So I'm like, why is there nothing working? And one of my animals chewed on the power cord. I was like, what? I'm like, I can buy another one. I have the financial means to buy another one, right? I said, I just spent so much time doing it. And I don't want to, my pain was to actually take it down,
all the
buy a new one
decorating.
and redoing it another one. So what I did, I said, let me see. I do have some string lights, somewhere in my house. And I went and I had 2 string lights of the same color and I put it in. And I said, you know what? This year, that'll do. My perfectionist side said, screw it. I'm not going to go to a new tree.
That hassle.
And it changed it. I'm like, I like this one this year because it's funny. When I take a picture, I just had that one string at first, and then there was a little crooked. I'm like, this is hilarious. Like,
and wait, is it chewed up so badly, or could someone come, you think, repair the wire?
It's chewed right by the edge of the block. So it's in the middle, like, because I could probably have dealt with it. But no, just at the edge. And so I said, but whatever. I said, you know what? It's happening for a reason. And I did complain about that tree that I had to take it out. Right? I did complain about the tree. So the tree's like, well, you're going to complain about me. Let me give you a reason for it.
Yeah, it's so full circle. It really is that law of attraction. Wow.
So what I'll do is next year is going to go outside, like, outside decoration or something in the basement. And then next year I'll have a new one. And I should have someone in my life next year who's going to be the one bringing it upstairs.
Dragging it up and down. Oh my goodness. We have way too much in common. I have pre-lit Christmas trees that go outside. I put my Halloween stuff away the other day. I took out some of the outdoor Christmas decorations, but I put them in the garage. I have one tree, probably from the floor down, and the whole power cord is ripped. It ripped last year. It was up in the attic. I brought it down. Now I can't find the part. I want to try to find someone to solder it together. I don't know if it's possible, but I have to now search the attic to find it. But same concept. I'm like, but the tree's angry.
Now, why do you want to get it fixed?
Because I have another one that still works. So I had 2 of them on the side of my front door.
Okay.
So this one doesn't work. So I'm going to try to find someone to solder it. It's like your stories are so parallel mine.
And either this, or you can say,
or I'll get 2 new trees.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was just not meant to keep this one because I saw a cuter tree, a cuter set that I really want. And now that's the reason why I don't have it.
Total law of attraction. Amazing.
And next week, I'll be able to tell you what came out of my girl being sick. Like, what is the outcome? What happened, right? Was a good thing? Because I know it happened for us. It happened for
a reason. You're here.
Guy is like, I don't get to go to school today. Yeah.
Spend some time with mom. And unfortunately, we have to go, sweetheart. So let's say goodbye. Tell us how we get in touch with you. Tell us about the new website again.
Yes, my website is Marie-Ève.com. You can find me also on Instagram at MaryMongrain90. So I'm there. TikTok, Marie-Mongrain90. I got a couple new videos that are funny and just me singing and just doing a lot of funny and stupid stuff sometimes.
We love you, funny and silly. You're great. I'll see you soon. I hope. Seriously, we have to plan something. We'll talk soon. We're talking next week again.
Yes, we are.
Beautiful. Have a fantastic week. Wishing the kids best of health and really cannot wait to meet you one of these days. We'll talk about the tree too. I got to find out for you. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetheart. Bye, family. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.